if you look at the development of PDS these days and the inclusion of additional technologies, the rapid growth of and technology development, every additional sensory information that can be added, it's all about data mining, and all this additional information is able to add value to the health and safety of the mining operations.
What is the benefit of a PDS at a mining operation, and how do these help pave the way to safer workplaces?
I think in addition to that, the obvious detection of threats, either being people or vehicles in relation to one another, the additional information of relative position to a vehicle, for example, is able to define or assist in production calculations, in efficiencies, also being able to improve the configurations of the PDS systems. If you're able to say if a person's in the front or the back of an approaching vehicle, for example.
Can you talk us through some of the rapid developments seen in the digital communication and sensor technology space, and maybe tell us how this is opening doors to higher safety levels?
So I think if you look back at the 16 years of Boyko's development and our products, the change in technology development has really gone from a solid hardware to a more software-based solution. So our approach has also been to take a solid hardware platform and the rapid development of software solutions, the capabilities of new software, to actually add that onto the hardware platform is really creating exponential growth and enhancement in functionality that can be offered by a PDS solution.
How have these innovations added more accurate sensing capabilities and long-distance detection technology?
So I think one of the biggest challenges we've had initially when we started with PDS was the implementation of an engineering control. And one of the earlier challenges we had was let's say a TMN coming out underground on a decline or an incline. And when you apply the engineering control, in the very early days we also had a scenario where the vehicles were actually working against itself. So with the addition of additional sensors like an accelerometer, we were able to, in the industry, we were able to actually add additional functionality to make sure that there's actually not a runaway when a PDS event is incurred. So actually improving safety rather than creating another significant risk.
Great, thank you. Why is a PDS a vital part of each mine's code of practice? And does this mean that these interventions need to be specific rather than generalized?
So PDS is absolutely, in our opinion, a key component to driving zero harm. And keeping people safe, making sure they get home safely tonight. So what we've also seen with our customer base, and also depending on the operation underground or surface, the requirements are quite different. And even within same mining groups, the mining type or the mining operation is really driving the COP for that specific mine. So we find it really to be very mine specific, based on COPs, traffic management plan, the amount of people underground. So everything has become really, really specific.
Great. If interventions need to be specific, what are some of the factors that need to be considered when ensuring the correct PDS is applied and that the COP is kept relevant and effective?
I think one of the, probably as a good example, is the underground COP in terms of speed. We've got some mining customers, underground speed limit is 12 kilometers per hour versus a 20 kilometer per hour. Obviously bigger speeds require bigger stopping distances, so that requires bigger detection zones. So what we've also seen, and it's amongst all of the suppliers, that there's a multitude of different technologies being deployed to actually create a specific solution. And some of our solutions has got 3 or 4 different technologies to make sure we address every specific scenario the best we possibly can.
Great. And how does Boyko's asset management system software suite play a role in this?
So I think if you look at the general information that's become available because of the deployment of PDS, we've got relevant information in terms of vehicles, interactions with people, the location of people relative to vehicles, and all of this big data gives us an opportunity to review this information, analyze it, and come up with a recommendation to either identify hotspots or high-risk areas, so that we can address it either with engineering control or by changing COP. So the availability of all this information from PDS interactions really is, in our opinion, is a big contributor to improving safety.